says it's doing something. I'm hoping it works. Not yet. Oh, there it is. I think it just worked. I think it worked. Okay. We're back. We're back. It worked. There you go. Okay, we got back. We are back. All right, we're still covering the ceasefire. And now that I've done that, let me just check on the latest updates for you. I was supposed to get video from Beersheba, but we don't have it yet. Oh, and let me just post to our viewers that on social media that I had to restart the YouTube stream. Okay. Now, thanks to anyone who is still watching after all this time. We were seeing if this ceasefire, which just began, will actually hold. Oh, 4 people now dead in the Beersheba missile strike. So about an hour before the scheduled start of the ceasefire, Iran fired some missiles at Israel, and a missile hit a apartment building in Beersheba, and 4 people have been killed now. Terrible. So I just saw that update from Manny Fabian. Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. Well, as far as I'm aware, the ceasefire is still on. As far as I'm aware. But I need to check something because I spent the last 10 minutes dealing with the restarting the YouTube stream. So I haven't checked for updates. But 4 people dead in Beersheba. At some point, again, I know. Oh, I was supposed to get Beersheba footage about 45 minutes ago, and it still says you're about to get it. So it hasn't gone live yet. No new missile alerts. But I want to say for about an hour and a half, right before the ceasefire, and then even at the beginning, a little bit after the ceasefire started, for about an hour and a half, there was this, I think, 5 or 6 different missile firings by 5 or 6 salvos of missiles. Not particularly big salvos, but 5 or 6 salvos. So constant cycle of alarm, and then missiles come in, and then there's a few minutes between, then the pre-alert, then the alarm, then the missiles come in, and that basically happened like 6 times, and it took an hour and a half. But the last alert was 26 minutes ago. Oh, hold on. I don't see a new True Social. President Trump did say on True Social, he did say here that, hang on, I'll show you what he said. Is this going to work or not? he said that we couldn't have made today's deal without the talent and courage of our great B-2 pilots and all of those associated with that operation. In a certain very ironic way, that perfect hit late in the evening brought everyone together. It brought everyone together, he said, and the deal was made. Okay. I still haven't gotten up on the screen the Jerusalem shot. I was going to get that done. Why am I not seeing that? Why am I not seeing that? Well, we'll try this again. One moment. Hey, thank you so much, niece. I really appreciate that, niece. That's very kind of you. Thanks for supporting the channel. Also, thanks so much to J-Man. Says they were completing their final missions. Maybe that was their final missions. I'm not sure. President Trump said that the ceasefire would begin in 6 hours after everybody completes their final missions. Well, they were firing missiles after the ceasefire deadline, but they haven't since then. Thank you, J-Man. Thanks, Monica Hahn. Jan Erik Edvardsen. Thank you, Jan. And also Mick Spunky, James Oakes. Thank you, and Jalak. And MJ. Thank you, MJ. I appreciate it. Also, BudH81 on Twitch, Happy Slappy on Twitch, OL Grognard on Twitch, McDingle Kringle on Twitch, Jay Stubbles on Twitch. Thank you. Is this working? Yes, I have a Jerusalem cam that I can get up on the screen for you. That's Haifa. So are we really in a ceasefire? Really? Is it really happened? Has it really happened? I do not know. I'm going to chase the headline. Israel, Iran ceasefire supposedly in effect. How's that? Supposedly. Felix says only time will tell. So we're going to give it a little time and see what happens here. Maybe I can read some comments. It's been so crazy. Shout out to our moderators. I got that. Fire is over there. Mark and NC, Mark HNC, Matthew Kohai 3, and Sarah on Twitch. Thank you so much. Hey, thanks to Lou Knight for subscribing over there on Facebook. Charlotte Webb is moderating. Thank you for being there. Linda Bell, Glary, Misha on X. Just crazy. What a day it has been. We started covering this about around 12 hours ago when Israel launched missiles at a U.S. base in Qatar. But when Iran launched missiles at a U.S. base in Qatar, but Iran told the U.S. in advance there was no injuries, and then shortly after that, President Trump announced this ceasefire deal. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? Am I seeing 7 fatalities? Hold on. Is that true? Hang on, I want to make sure of this. I saw an unconfirmed report that there were 7 fatalities. Definitely 4. Yeah, I'm not sure about the 7. The 7 is unconfirmed. That I'm not seeing anywhere else. What I am seeing is 4. So, oh, guys, hey, look, this is what Homefront Command says. Please note, you can leave the protected area, but you must remain close to it. Remember, additional missile alerts may be received later. If an alert is received in your area, you must enter the protected area and remain there until you receive a new message from Homefront Command. So you can leave your protected area, but you must remain close to it. Don't go too far, says Lobster Belly. Okay, yeah, I saw one source claim that there were 7 dead, but everybody else I'm looking at, all these Israeli sources are saying 4 dead. So I hope it doesn't go up, but I'll keep an eye on it and see. I am seeing... I don't know. I don't know that we'll get video from there. You know, we're supposed to get video from there like an hour ago. I'm sorry. So the person who originally said 7 fatalities has corrected it to 4. 4 fatalities. 4 fatalities so far in that missile in Beersheba that hit that big building. I have pictures posted of it on my X account. If you go to my X account. And I don't think I have pictures I can show you right here. But we're supposed to get video of it at some point. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. But I don't know that we will, because maybe there seems to be some reason we don't have the video. I'll post a link. I'm posting a link in the chat with a photo of the building right now from Jerusalem Post. If you go to the Jerusalem Post, I posted a link in the chat. You see the picture right there of the building. Devastated. Also, 2 moderately injured and 20 light and anxious at that building. End of stay in proximity to protected area. Home Front Command has just said you no longer need to stay in proximity to your sheltered area. That was they just said. End of stay in proximity to protected area. I have video from Beersheba right now. Breaking news. I'm about to get video from Beersheba. Breaking news. We have video coming up right now. There it is. Wow. That is the scene in Beersheba. Beersheba. So the building you're looking at live right now is in Beersheba, Israel. This building was hit by an Iranian rocket about an hour before the ceasefire went into effect. Look at this. Wow. Wow. 4 people are dead so far in this Iranian rocket attack. Four dead in this building. 4 dead in this attack, the rocket that hit this building. 4 people are dead so far. This was one missile. One missile hit this building. Oh, I have a second video too. I have a second video of this that I'll get you. Look at this. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put another one on the screen for you. close-up view here. Wow. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. My brain isn't working, and it's not a rocket attack. It's a missile attack. I don't know why I said rocket. It's just, I know I haven't had much sleep, so I do apologize for that. That doesn't make, people might have been confused by that. It was a missile attack. The missile hit this building. Hold on a second. Hey, I want to thank our subscribers over on Twitch who subscribe over there and support the channel. People like Dirty Toxin, Bud H81, Dingle Stump, Happy Slappy, OL Grognard, Jay Stubbles, Wall Street, McDingle, Kringle, Shaggy, Devil Doc, Notorious Rob, Shrocky, NJ46UTB, Golf Wang Puck, Q Tripping Suspense 16, Susan CHF04, Michigan Rowdy. Thanks to our subscribers over there. Biddelane and also Robert Real II on Facebook who subscribes, and Margaret Riley, Lou Knight, Diane Allworth, K. Larry Body, and our other subscribers on Facebook too. This seems like extremely dangerous. I mean, look at how the rescuers, they're like 5 or 6 stories off the ground. I assume that those are rescue personnel of some sort. Yeah, Kangol says 1 wrong step, you're gone. I don't know if they're secured in somehow. Maybe they've tied themselves to something or other. I don't really see it, but maybe they've tied them. But I do see a red line there actually. See, looks like there's a red line And maybe they attach themselves to this line. See, they must attach themselves. I can't imagine they don't. They're anchored. One straw man says. Oh, Samurai Conscious says maybe they're creating a line. Yeah. Hey guys, if I had any video from Iran, I would show it to you. I don't have it. It's very uncommon to get it there. So I wish I had a video from Iran. I would show it to you in a second. I'm sure there's tons of damage like this, similar to this in Iran, in different buildings, you know. Thank you, Jessica Santana, for the stars on Facebook. Jessica Santana. I want to thank our YouTube members because they support the channel. Twister B, Jiu-Jitsu, Ronin, Quad Damage. Thanks also to Beefy McWhat now, Roger Shoemaker, Sunflower, Robert, Callum, Sarah Walker, Danny Hulse, Cheryl Simpson. Thanks to our members. Toxic Pineapple. This did not happen. Well, I'll explain the timing in a second. Trav, Bob Wyndham, Mama 457 Rose, Barry, Pauline, Chris RD44, Craig Talbert, Seize the Day, Bulan Gaming, Robert Ann, Knox Corvus, Leslie Ladyhawk, Candy Cane, Danny Hulse, Patrick Morrissey, JTJT, Gene Romaine, Frosted, G450. Thank you to our members, Mahmoud Khaled, Khalid, Shot Kitten Strawman, Robert, Virgo Cat, Lisi, Thrill, Francie. Thanks to our members. Miss Curvy and Lovely. So the timing of all this was originally President Trump said the ceasefire would start at 7 a.m. Eastern time. Fine. So that's the start time. Then around like 3:30 or so Eastern Israel time, 4 o'clock or so Iran time. The foreign minister of Iran posted, well, we didn't agree to any ceasefire deal, but if Israel stops attacking us by like 4 a.m. Iran time, then we'll stop. So we saw that, and then 4 a.m. came, the post was around then, and then everything stopped. So it was like, okay, well, I guess the ceasefire started early, right? Yeah, that's what it seemed like. But then at like, so Iran had proposed this earlier time, but then around like 5:45, 5:30 or 5:45 Israel time, that's after the time Iran proposed, but before the Trump time, the original time, all of a sudden Iran just starts launching rockets at Israel, and that goes on for about an hour and a half. And then finally after 7, which was the original, which was the Trump time, then Iran State TV is like, okay, the ceasefire started now. So I don't know what happened to the 4 a.m. Iran time thing, which the Iranian foreign minister suggested. This building was hit, I think, around 6 a.m. Israel time. So it was hit before the Trump original ceasefire time, but it was hit after Iran themselves had said, well, we'll stop everything. So that was the timeline. I don't have an explanation myself for why Iran fired those missiles starting about an hour and a half after they said that they were going to stop. I don't know, but that's what happened. And the whole time we never got any kind of I don't know if I got to check again, but the whole night we never really got an official word from Israel saying, yeah, we're on board. It kind of just happened. It was strange. Also thanks Wee Wow here, 9362, and Jorel Velez, and Nino NPC, and Sausage, the East Family, Toxic Pineapple. Thank you, Na. I'll check out that article. Na from Canada. Oh, guys, President Trump just posted about the ceasefire. He just posted about it 5 minutes ago. Let me show you right now. He just posted. He said the ceasefire is in effect, okay? So here it is, President Trump's new post. I guess it really is in effect. Look, here it is. The ceasefire is now in effect. Please do not violate it. President Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. There it is, right there. The ceasefire is now in effect. Please do not violate it. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. The thing that it's kind of like I cut it off, so there's nothing else. There's nothing else there. It's just the start of the next one. But the way I put it on the screen, you're seeing like 1.5 posts. But that's the complete post. All right, so we just heard from him. We have just heard from him. So I guess that makes it official. Trade Talk Farsi, the Iranian foreign minister said that it was all set. I'll show you the Iranian foreign minister's post. But he was, when he posted the Iranian foreign minister, he implied that it was all ready to go. I'll show you. Let me just fix the headline here. Oops. What am I doing? Oh, the headline doesn't need to be fixed. Hang on one moment. What is happening here? Let's see. What I need is... Yeah, I want to be careful on this. I'm not sure what I'm seeing on that footage. It looked like they had some sort of bag with them. I don't know. I mean, there's no body in the bag. They just had a bag. But I don't know. I mean, it could be a bag for people's belongings or whatever, but it also could be a body bag. So I don't want to see them carrying out a body. Yeah, they just have a bag. It's like a sheet or a bag. There's nothing in it right now. But now the camera just zoomed back. So I think maybe the camera zoomed back just so the camera wouldn't see it. Just to be clear, I don't want to show that. But let me just make sure. Oh, it's a flag. It's a flag. It's a flag. But it might be to cover something. So I don't know if it was a flag. It looked like maybe a flag or a sheet with a logo on it or something. Maybe not a bag, maybe more a flag or a sheet. But yeah, so maybe they're covering. Maybe they found another body up there. They might have, So. Also, somebody said missile parts. It's possible they did something. It's evidence or something, I was going to show. I'm sorry. Thanks. I wanted to show. I mentioned. Sorry. Trade Talk Farsi. Yeah, I wanted to address Trade Talk Farsi's point here. So. So this is what the Iranian foreign minister posted at, it was roughly 4 a.m. Israel time, and he posted this. See, it says, the military operations of our powerful armed forces to punish Israel for its aggression continued until the very last minute at 4 a.m. Together with all Iranians, I thank our brave armed forces to remain ready to defend our dear country until the last drop of blood and who responded to any attack. I mean, it's all written as if it's all over. He doesn't, in nowhere did he ever say, well, they broke the ceasefire. I'm not aware that he ever said it. I believe that's his last post. I'll go check right now. But that makes it sound like, hey, we're starting this thing. Yeah, that was the last post by the foreign minister. Hang on a moment here. Excuse me. Sorry, I just want to get this. Get it off the screen now. Hang on a moment. Anyway, so to me, it looked like he was just saying we're good to go. But Trade Talk Farsi, you might disagree with me. This is a building in Beersheba, Israel, where 4 people were killed when an Iranian missile hit it about an hour before the ceasefire. And I will say, Israel never responded to that 90 minutes or so of frequent, regular missile fire from Iran. However, Israel had carried out a load of attacks, air attacks on Tehran during the day. A lot. Apparently the biggest of the 12-day war, or 30, whatever it was today. And it was reported that they had killed a number of Iranian Revolutionary Guard soldiers. So Israel certainly got a lot of attacks in today on Iran. Tim Legowski thinks Iran wanted to get the last shot in. But this was before the Trump time given for the ceasefire. This is a live shot. Both cameras I have are live. This is a Reuters camera, and the other camera is a AFP camera. They are both live. I'm just checking something here. So the Washington Post is reporting that the Washington Post is reporting that Iranian officials made clear to the Trump administration that they would come back to the negotiating table and discuss their nuclear program on the condition that Israel stops bombing them. Now, if that's true, it doesn't mean that they've committed to doing anything in particular in the negotiation, just that they would come back to the negotiating table and discuss it. Who knows what those negotiations are going to be like? Our viewer, Amy Daniels, who said it? No, Luke Bayo said, hope it's over. That would be good. Christina Neal's moderating too, by the way. Christina Neal, Margaret Riley, and Paul Anderson. I don't know if I got them last time I mentioned the moderators on Facebook. Also, Marie Minicello, thanks for subscribing there. Anthony DiMaggio, all the latest reporting I've seen from Israel said there are 4 passed away, sadly, in this incident. And just, like an hour before the ceasefire.
I know, that's I woke up thinking, thank God, I feel not too bad. When I got to the thing with the ceasefire, I was like, all good. That's it. Go down and try to play again.
AP says in Beersheba, the streets around the impact site were littered with glass and debris. Windows were blown out of buildings as anxious neighbors stood outside their damaged homes. Some people were rescued from nearby buildings. And this happened, this happened in the same city where a few days ago a hospital, the main hospital for southern Israel, it was directly hit by a missile as well. We were covering that a few days ago. That was in Beersheba too. What was that, the Soroka Medical Center? Is that what that was? Yes, that's what it was. Jay Stubbles says, seems like Israel has a hole in their defenses around this town. It's an interesting question. I can't speak to whether maybe they Maybe they had to prioritize their air defenses, and maybe they had more air defenses in one place or another place, or I don't know. I don't know if there's what the reason is. That maybe it was just bad luck. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't have all the statistics. I'm sure all that stuff is stuff they look at very, very in a very detailed way. But I'm also sure it's very sensitive information. Our viewer Nutten thinks Bibi wants regime change in Iran. This isn't over. Chuck Dilly says, now time to see if Israel responds over the next 12 hours. Chuck Dilly says, now time to see if Israel responds over the next 12 hours. Hold on. I accidentally turned on two of me. Thank you to Nick Robinson, John Sweendog, Louis Aponte, Sunflower, Melissa Banks, Rick Adkison, Low Pro Gaming, Missy. Switch the channel. Who says ceasefires are made to be broken. Beefy McWhatnow, Q-Man Beats. Who says Trump's post said each side would finish the mission before the ceasefire. Thank you, Q-Man Beats. Denny Hulse. Trade Talk Farsi, thanks again. Sausage. The video of the missile hitting the building is pretty crazy. I'll post a link again in the chat, but it just really flies in there fast. I'm going to post the link in the chat for you. I put it on my X account as well if you want to go to my X account. Thank you, Nick Robinson. I'll check it out. I'm still, again, I don't have a right answer now for the ceasefire timeline. Again, sometimes when President Trump posts, the language gets a little confusing and you honestly can't tell what he meant until you see it from another source. That has happened when he has talked about executive orders, and you just don't know. So, we can try to figure out what his post said, but I haven't seen any kind of official document, official announcement from any of the sides on this ceasefire. So the best you can do is try to parse out what he said, but that doesn't mean that's what they agreed to. I've been through this before where you try to figure out, I've been through it where like it's an executive order, and then when it comes out, you're like, oh, that's a little different sounding than what he said. So, it doesn't really make sense to me that some people are saying, well, Israel gets to attack for the first part of the ceasefire, but Iran can't. It just doesn't make much sense to me. I don't care what he said in his tweet, his post, that just doesn't make much sense to me. And he already posted a few minutes ago saying the ceasefire is in effect. The ceasefire is now in effect. Please do not violate it, which just to me is addressed at both sides. So I might be wrong, but I would just, again, it sometimes happens where he's a bit imprecise in his language or it's a bit unclear. And I don't. Sometimes you just can't go off the literal meaning of what he writes. So I just think that what makes the most sense is that they both are not supposed to be firing at each other right now. That's what I'm going to go with. I might be wrong about it, but that's what I'm going with because it makes the most sense to me. I still believe we haven't heard from Netanyahu. I'm guessing we'll get a speech from Netanyahu at some point today. I'm guessing. No, Netanyahu, as far as I'm aware, has not said anything about this. So, again, I assume sometime today. I think, guys, I think I am reaching my limit. We have been on the air for a while. I did not sleep much last night at all. I did not anticipate coming on for this long a stream today, but you know, I figured when we started a long time ago today, and we were covering I mean, it seems like forever ago when Iran fired those missiles at the U.S. base in Qatar. I figured, well, we'll cover that, and then there'll be kind of a break after that. But then the ceasefire announcement happened. Everything kind of kept going and going. So I think it's time for us to wrap up this live stream. Maybe we'll be covering the story some more. Who knows what's happening next in this story? I don't. But we're going to start wrapping up this stream. I really do appreciate everybody who's tuned in and been watching and watching the channel. A lot of you have been sending me updates throughout the day and you know, sending me helpful news alerts that you're seeing and links. So I really appreciate your help with the broadcast, and also thanks for letting me read your comments on the air and chatting and watching. So I'm hoping that's it. I really hope that's. I don't know that anyone can really think it's it for that. That there's going to be no fighting in the Middle East anymore. But let's hope for the near term that this conflict is over for now. Let's hope that. And that we don't have to see more scenes like this, and I'm sure there's scenes like it in Iran as well. So let's hope. But I'll be keeping an eye on things, and as if the news warrants, we'll do more streams on it or on other topics. I would suggest you, if you want, you can subscribe to the channel, follow the channel, Agenda Free TV, and also I would suggest turn on the notifications. I don't know when big news is going to happen. I don't know when we're going to be coming on the air every day, or which days we're going on the air. So depends on the news, but you can get a notification whenever we go live by signing up for our Discord notifications. It's free. They work really well. I think those are the best notifications for the channel. So. We will post a link in the chat to those notifications. Also, you can find them in the description of this video on Facebook and YouTube. It's right in the description. Yeah, join, but I just posted in the chat. Join the chat and notification server. Oh. You can also check out there, we have a chat where you can chat with other viewers. It's free too. So sign up for those. And subscribe to the channel, follow the channel. And I will post updates on my X account about this and other stories. You can follow me there for breaking news. It's at Lookner on X. I'll post the link in the chat, but that's where I'm always posting about breaking news. So you can follow me there if you want. And I'm sure I'll be posting more. Let's thank our moderators who, they're in our chat rooms. They're the ones keeping the chats under control. With a stream this length, there might be a little time when they're not there, but what can you do? I mean, it's because I'm staying on the air so long. But we've had mods in and out all night, and I really, for them, when we do more normal length streams, are always there. So, and they're amazing. So, Danny James is over there on YouTube right now. Thank you so much, Danny. And all of our YouTube mods who've been there, like Ruth Grafasi and Sabrina and Best Mythical, and our other YouTube moderators. And also all of we've got a lot of Twitch moderators. I got that fire there right now. Mark NC, Mark HNC, Matthew Kohai, 3 Papa Bear, all of our other Twitch moderators. Huge thanks. Facebook, Charlotte Webb, Kay Lowry Body, Margaret Riley, Christina Neal, Paul Anderson. Thank you so much. We've had mods on both of our Facebook streams tonight. Thank you for all your efforts. Linda Belk, Larry, Michon X. So huge shout out to our mods for being there in the chat rooms. And I owe a couple thank yous to people that I didn't give. I haven't. Axiom 42 on Twitch, Devil Doc on Twitch, thank you. And VA7TZ on Twitch, Bidalane on Twitch, Logicide on Twitch, Dingle Stump, Dirty Toxin on Twitch, and also thanks to Snazmerelda 21, Beefy McWhat Now, Come and See from UAE, Come and See from the UAE. Thank you. Come and See says, really hoping and praying the ceasefire holds strong for good. That would be nice. Nick Robinson, thank you again, Nick. John Sweendog, and also, thank you to Allison Hargroves. Oh, I have to check Con News. Thank you, Allison, for the heads up. I just saw your message. Hold on. It's just like crazy here. Also, thank you to Michael Merola. Thank you, Michael Merola, for your support. And Seamus Campion. Thank you, Seamus. Oh, I'm a little behind on thanking some people. William Poplowski, too. Thank you, William Poplowski. And hang on. I'll have to check. Allison, thanks for that tip. I'll have to check the Con News thing when I get a chance. I'll check it when I get off the air. But thank you for mentioning that. Thank you also, FC and John Sweendog and Legendary Dave. Yeah, so I really appreciate your support for the channel. That is how I can do this channel, and this channel can be on full time, and I can, buy news footage and stuff. So I really do appreciate your support for the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. And let's see here. Oh, I wanted to mention another good way to know when we're going live is the X account. For those of you on X, I always post on @AgendaFreeTV before we go live. I post updates about the channel there, so you can follow over there on X @AgendaFreeTV. Also, if you watch us on YouTube, I would suggest turning on the YouTube notifications, which is a good way to be notified when we're live. But it's a little strange how to do that on YouTube. If you want to turn on the notifications, you might want to check that you have these on YouTube. If you watch on YouTube, what you need to do is you need to subscribe to the channel. Then you have to click the bell, and choose all notifications. So make sure you've done that on YouTube. And I want to shout out again. What is this? A viewer sent me a video. I'll have to check that out later. I just saw it right now. Sorry if you sent me something and I missed it. It's been busy here, and I've been very tired. Thanks to our subscribers over there on Twitch who support the channel. Again, I appreciate it. Sir B a lot, Wall Street and Shaggy, and Jedi Chickens, Devil Doc, and Dingle Stump, Dirty Toxin, Bud H, Happy Slappy, OAL, Grognard, McDingle Kringle, thank you, Diggleville, Karcha Runs, thank you for subscribing, Came for the Tacos, Douthis, Tweelo, all of our other Twitch subscribers, thanks so much. Our Facebook subscribers like Shannon Davis Hughes, Susan Priest Buchner, Kay Larry Body, and Margaret Riley, thank you. Thanks again, Jessica Santana. Thanks so much, Jessica, for the Facebook stars. I really appreciate that, Jessica. And all of our other subscribers over there on Facebook, thank you. And our YouTube members, thanks again to our YouTube members for your support of the channel. Turned Off, Gary Pates, Ken Lance, K Mino, Roger Shoemaker, Ronin CAC 813. Hello, I'm Claudio, Crypto King, Yo-Yo, Ane, Gene Romaine, Rambo, Terry S, Cypher Warrior, Tom Witcher, Quentin from Astoria, and Nick Robinson, Arcus Spud, Right Deadly, Zoray, Silent Hero, Gary Baines, Lovely, and everybody else just for watching. Thanks, CND Boy, LDM, Andrea Holder. We are wrapping this up. D. Myers. And again, if when I wake up there's big news on this, we'll come on the air and cover it. Or if there's big news on another story, we'll come on the air and cover it. But we're going to wrap this up now. Mason D, Bluebird Softball Cookie, thanks for being a member. Jorel Velez, Ronan. All right, so for now, we're wrapping up this live stream. And we have been covering, so we've been covering the first the Iranian missiles fired at the U.S. base in Qatar, and then the ceasefire, and who knows what's coming next. So hopefully this settles down, this story. So anyways, that is it for now. I'm going to wrap up this live stream. I really appreciate you being here, and we will. Thanks again so much to our moderators. We'll see you soon with more live breaking news coverage right here at Agenda Free TV.